What's up, YouTube? This is Dear coming to you on this video. I know it's been a while since I made a video. It's been so long that since the last time you saw me, my hair is different. So I just wanted to put this out there. I know y'all always see me when I overcome a situation or when I come out there to give y'all advice, but y'all never really see me when I'm going through it or how I really feel. So I'm gonna give y'all like a little update about myself. This is gonna be another sharing my testimony part 2. I did one back in January, March 2021. So it's been over 2 years since I've been on this journey, and I know that there are some people out there right now that are going through hard times, and they've been praying, but it seems like things keep getting worse and worse, and you don't know why things are getting worse. But I'm going to tell you what I have experienced and what I have learned in the last 6 months. I know I always make videos and y'all always see me happy and I explain to you how to heal, how to do this, how to do that, but y'all never see me when I actually go through the process and how I'm actually trying to heal. And honestly, I know that lately it's been tough for, I want to say everybody. I'm pretty sure everybody has something going on, and even if you don't talk about it, I feel you, because it's just like, even though I prayed to be on this journey, and it's just like I'm doing all this stuff, I'm getting involved in church, and sometimes we can feel like, okay, we're doing all this, we're doing all the right steps, but why are we still experiencing these things? Why are we still experiencing hard times or things you know but I realize that sometimes the blessing is in the chaos. Sometimes the things that we're praying for, like for me instantly, I've been on this journey since 2021. I've been trying to pray for a car, an apartment, and to start my own business for 2 years now. And I haven't received any of that yet. But I'm still going hard and still pushing, because today I realized that sometimes when you pray, God doesn't answer your materialistic prayers first. He answers what can help you grow spiritually first. We also we pray for materialistic things as monies, cars, anything that we help us, that we think that may help us feel better. But God doesn't respond to those things, because we are praying for those things because at that moment we're hurt. We feel like those things we're praying for will make everything feel better. But we don't realize that when we do get those things, we're still going to have the same problems that we had. For me, instantly, I bought my first car when I was 19. My car note when I was 19 was $400, and my insurance was $200. So me paying $600, I live on my mom, so I didn't have any other bills. So me going to work, I was working 60 hours a week just to pay for a $600 bill. And then when I got into my apartment when I was 20 years old, I picked up another job just to pay the rent, the water, everything. So I was constantly overworking myself at a young age. And I'm looking at watching all my friends, they in college, enjoying life and having fun and everything. And I'm out here working like I have 28 kids, and I'm supporting 6 nephews and nieces and myself. So I'm out here working, I'm not experiencing everything. And I also want to go to college as well, but I didn't get any scholarships, and I didn't have any help with that. So I used financial aid, and using financial aid, you still have to pay for books. So at the time, I had to choose my car note or school. And in order for me to get to school, I needed the car. So I was just like, you know what? Let me choose bills. So since then, I was working, and I remember me sitting in my apartment like, man, I want to do this, I want to do that. And then it's just like, if y'all watched the video sharing my testimony in 2020 that I made in 2021, I'll explain how I fell into a deeper depression. And I talked to God, and I said, God, you know what? I cannot live like this anymore. I'm ready for a change. And that was 2 years ago. So this is a journal entry I wrote down today. I realized that sometimes that when I'm upset, and if I don't have anybody to talk to, I just write. I realized that sometimes God will put you in a position when you feel lonely or you feel by yourself, just so you can sit down with yourself and heal and overcome the thoughts of you running away from yourself. It's been times where I would go through a situation or I'd be hurt, and I would want somebody to understand me or why they hurt me, and I'd sit there and try to explain why I was hurt. So eventually I had no choice but to go by myself and be alone. So, this is what I learned. I'm ready to be alone. I feel like I would do better when I'm by myself. When I left, I was fine the last 2 times. I was still growing. I was still going through life. I feel like this time will be even better because I know that I can do everything on my own. I can make myself happy. I always have. I might go through hard times, but I know that things are a part of life and things will get better. I can see that I can make good things happen one step at a time. If I focus on doing one thing at a time, I can make it happen. I shouldn't worry about the future. I believe I can make things happen. Each time I came to Birmingham, I thought I couldn't do it on my own. I believed that I needed help, but each time God showed me how to grow on my own while I was here. Each time I went through something, I was alone. I was hurt. But even though I was alone, it gave me the chance to talk to myself. It gave me strength to get back up on my own. Each time I learned from it. I turned that pain into knowledge. All my YouTube videos is how I help myself overcome. And I just share it because I know when I needed somebody to talk to or I needed advice, I wish I had somebody there for me. So every time I learn something, I make sure to put it out there because I feel like that is how God keeps blessing me with the knowledge. Because even though I might not be helping somebody physically across away from me, this YouTube video can go a long ways. And you never know. I might be saying things that y'all are dealing with too. So share. I don't care if people see me one way because I'm going through all this. Yeah, I'm going through all this. But baby, I'm going to be up one day too. Sometimes I just feel like I'm glad that I'm going through this now at a young age because I'm 23. Y'all, I'm taking the time to find myself. I'm taking the time to heal before I can experience life. So when I do experience life, I can be successful. I can keep all my blessings. I can be the type of person I want to. So my motivation to keep going is me. It's my future. So this is why I keep going. This is even though I haven't received the blessings and stuff I've been manifesting for the last 2 years, y'all. I know my future is bright. So if me sharing my story and I might look crazy, I might look like I'm behind, help somebody else. I feel good helping somebody else. When I chose to go down this path, God allowed me because He knew it would make me stronger. But at first, I thought the bare minimum of myself. I thought in order for me to be successful, I had to help someone else first, so then they could help me. Instead of me being patient, I took the fast road. I made a decision out of fear because I didn't know how I would do it myself. But that same fear turned into strength. I didn't know what would happen, but I expected everything to work out perfectly. But I soon found out my expectations were off. I've been here since February 26th, almost 6 months and 2 days. I grew in ways I didn't expect. I thought me moving here, working would help me get a car, apartment, and do everything I've been wanting to do since 2021. I thought the dark times had passed. It was time for me to relax now. No. Even though I prayed for those things, I also prayed for mental stability, emotional stability. I prayed to heal and release trauma. So what do you think God gave me first? God gave me the things that helped me grow spiritually first. Even though you can have an apartment, a car, a job, and a business, you have to have the knowledge, patience, and stability to maintain those things. If I'm praying to be financially stable, but I know I'm unhappy, and every time I get money, I waste it trying to find temporary happiness, God isn't going to give me more opportunities to keep going broke. He's going to show you why you're going broke. Then give you the opportunity to heal yourself and fix your spending habits. So when you do get money, you can start building financial stability. It doesn't happen overnight. When you pray for something, God doesn't automatically send you the blessing. And that's something I'm learning right now. I'm praying for a car and an apartment. I'm thinking, okay, since I'm doing the work that I'm supposed to do, since I'm healing like I'm supposed to do, God is going to just automatically send an apartment and a car and me a 6-figure business from the clouds by tomorrow. No. In order for me to have all that and to maintain all of that and to make it grow past my expectations, God is going to send me on a journey to build myself first. So, let's get back into it. But I knew that in order to gain, sometimes you have to give first. Give up the idea that you can't do something on your own. Give up the idea that life isn't going right. It may be tough, but each situation can build you. It may hurt you, but let it hurt. Cry it out. Don't keep it there. After you cry it out, find a way to make yourself happy. Every time I go through a situation and it hurts me, y'all, I allow myself to feel that pain. I don't care if it has snot going down my nose. I don't care if I'm crying. And I don't even care, y'all. Sometimes that when you feel pain, sometimes there's no tears there, but it still hurts your heart. I had people tell me that I'm crying for attention, but not knowing that, y'all, these are years we can be so emotionally unavailable for ourselves because we don't know how to simply express our moments ourselves. We don't know how to cry and let it out because we think us crying is a sign of weakness. We think us crying is a sign of us doing something wrong. But we don't know crying is the main thing that's going to heal us and release the same things that's holding us back. So after each time I cry, I allow myself to be sad. Sometimes I allow myself to be sad for a day. Sometimes I allow myself to be sad for 2 days. But I never allow myself to be sad for too long. I never allow my sadness to tell me, okay, my dreams aren't going to come true. Okay, this is not working. Every time I feel that coming, I go pick up a book and I push myself even harder to keep going because I know if I allow that sadness to stay there, it's going to keep me there. So I allow myself to feel that pain and okay, now that I felt the pain, why am I feeling this pain? How can I grow from this pain? So every time after I cry, find a way to make yourself happy. I like to watch funny videos. I like to watch funny movies. Even if I'm still laying down crying and they say something funny, I'm going to laugh. But, just try to make yourself happy. Don't allow yourself to stay there. You also have to give up your expectations and gain God's vision because your expectations is what you just think that can happen. When God's plan is what we need to get to where we want to be. These 6 months have given me everything I prayed for. Courage, strength. It helped me with my emotions. I still might cuss y'all, especially since I've learned that I wasn't the problem. The problem was how I reacted to my emotions from a situation. I've learned the only way to gain your power back is to stop giving it away, trying to explain why that person hurt you, or trying to get them to understand you. It hurts worse to sit there and explain why you're hurting and the same thing keeps happening. So with that being said, that these last few months, even though I haven't gotten an apartment, even though I haven't gotten a car and the things I've been praying for, these situations have taught me how to grow emotionally, spiritually, to keep my faith in God. It taught me how to grow within myself. Each time I go through something, it's pulling me to be alone by myself. So it's teaching me how to show up for myself. All the things that I wanted. I've been praying for love. I feel like I've been longing for love. But I'm realizing that the love and stuff I've been praying for is me showing up for myself, me being there for myself, me giving me the self-love that I always deserve to have. So sometimes God can answer our prayers in mysterious ways. Sometimes God will answer our prayers in ways that we didn't think we needed answered first before we get the things we think we want, because the things we think we want are just materialistic, and we don't serve a materialistic God. We serve a spiritual God. So before God will help you materialistically, He will help you spiritually. He'll help your soul grow before He help your pockets grow, because your pockets can't help you in the afterlife. Your pockets can barely help us now. We can see what they're trying to do with the US dollar. So all these things that we thinking we have, it can be easily taken away from us materialistically. But you can never take somebody's soul. You can never take somebody's spirit away. And I learned that no matter how much bad things I go through, y'all, I still can keep my good heart. And I understand why when God say turn the other cheek and keep going. Or it's not even like that, because you can see that, okay, you're now aware that I was once that person. I once had problems within myself. I once caused problems. And now that you have the awareness, now all you want to do is just help others. And now sometimes you realize sometimes it's better just to help somebody than to argue with somebody. Sometimes it's better to help your enemy than to sit there and continue to argue with them. It might seem like your enemy getting wet up on you, but baby, no. You are helping yourself by gaining self-control. You're helping yourself by removing your pride, removing your ego. Sometimes in order to win, you have to help somebody else to win. So you feel like, okay, I'm helping my enemy, baby. You're not helping your enemy, because Ain't nobody an enemy unless you make it an enemy. Somebody might hurt your feelings, or somebody might feel one way towards you. Don't necessarily have to be feel a way towards them. You can still pray for them, and that's one thing I have learned about. So whenever I get upset now, instead of cussing somebody out, I try my best to say, you know what? Instead of saying "f you," I pray for you. I love you. I wish the best for you, because I know that my words are powerful. My words carry energy, especially when I'm angry. So that's another way I've grown. So I might not have a Hellcat. I might not be on the beach right now, but God is working within me, and myself is going to take me to where I need to go to get those things. My knowledge, my self-control is going to put me in rooms I need to make business deals, to grow, to be financially stable. So sometimes the blessing isn't outside of yourself. You are the blessing, the gifts, and everything is within you. But sometimes we don't even realize it until we get to our breaking point. We get to our lowest point. We have no choice but to look within ourselves, because we looked within everybody else to help us, but it seemed like every time they made it seem like we were the problem. Something was wrong with us. But honestly, that wasn't even the case. But it helped me grow stronger on my own. At the beginning of this month, I was finally able to release all of that and let go of that pain. I prayed for it. I've been praying for healing from this situation since it happened. But I didn't think that it would take pain. I didn't think it would take me and getting hurt in order for me to heal and grow from it. So the same thing I've been avoiding, it came to me. And all it took was somebody's words. And it made me realize that, okay, let me deal with this pain. Because this is hurting me. I realized that I've been ignoring this pain I've been feeling. I've really been hurt behind that. So I took that time to cry. And I didn't cry. I didn't care if that person see me crying. I didn't care. I let it out. And it made me realize my worth. It took me pain to realize my worth. I always going out my way to get people's attention, or to get them to simply show love. It taught me how to set boundaries for myself. Who would have thought me being in pain would teach me how to set boundaries for myself? It also taught me how to express how I feel without worrying what would happen, or how the other person would see me, or if they would still like me. I had to learn that my feelings matter too, because I always considered everyone else's feelings. I always tried to make everyone else happy. But now it's time that I make myself happy. And in order to make myself happy, I have to be able to express how I feel and to say how I feel. So this situation has given me the chance to grow. It's given me a chance to find my voice. It's given me a chance to find myself. So I took that negative situation to grow stronger. This whole time I've been praying for someone to help me heal, to support, to give me love. But God had to show me that I was already that person. I just needed to become aware of my attachment issues and my abandonment issues, because those are the things holding me back from myself. I feel like that I always needed somebody outside of myself. I always feel like once I found somebody that showed me one piece of love, okay, that's the only piece of love I was going to get, not knowing that I can get better, not knowing I can get myself better. So sometimes that people aren't the problem, we are the problem ourselves, because we don't think we're strong enough, knowing when we are strong enough. We just have to believe in ourselves. So I also have to become aware of my fears. I'm learning what's meant to be in your life will always be here in your life, no matter if it leaves or stays. Sometimes we may experience pain of letting go, choosing ourselves. But that pain is all the love you had for that person, but they abused it. It's you shedding that pain, letting go of that hurt. But if you allow yourself to go through that process, you'll become even more beautiful and amazing after you. All that love you tried to give them is now being returned to you in the form of confidence, self-love, courage. Everything that you gave them will come back to you if you allow yourself to heal and let go. Because as long as you hold on into that pain, hold on to the hurt that person gave you, you still holding on until everything that you want, that you gave to them, but you really gave to them because you want it for yourself. So you holding back everything from yourself as long as you holding on to that pain. But once you let go of that pain, you gain everything that was meant for you. So everything you do, it never goes unnoticed. It may seem like you're doing a good job, but not getting anything in return. God isn't a material God. In order to grow to be successful, you need knowledge first, courage, strength. These things aren't just bad experience. Everything's a part of the journey, good and bad. It brings it into balance. Just because you haven't received the material things you have been praying for doesn't mean you aren't growing. Look at yourself and see how much you've grown. And it took me to sit down and look at myself to see how much I've grown. And my growth is my motivation. My growth keeps me going. My mindset keeps me growing. All the knowledge I'm learning keeps me growing, keeps me going. And to know that I'm growing keeps me going as well. So I might not have things to motivate me, but you don't need anything to motivate you, because your only motivation to do better, to gain what's meant for you, is yourself, because that's your true motivation. If your motivation is coming from from outside of yourself, that means that you're doing something to impress somebody, and them being happy is what's motivating you to keep going. But your true happiness and your true motivation comes from self. So when something's truly meant for you and you need motivation, go within yourself and get it from within, because sometimes you never know, the person you go for motivation can be the same person praying against you. So you never know what's going on. And if you don't see any growth, keep going, y'all. I've been on this journey for 2 years, and y'all might have seen the growth through my YouTube videos, but I literally just noticed my growth this month. I literally just said, I've been noticing how much I've been growing, and it's amazing. Sometimes that, you know, I can't believe that I didn't believe in myself this much. I can't believe that I treated myself this much. Sometimes I wish I would have started this journey a long time ago, but I feel like everything happens at the right time, at the right moment. Yeah, so sometimes you really have to sit down and just think about, okay, how did I grow? Like, how am I growing? Sometimes we might be so frustrated and so upset that we're not seeing the materialistic thing. We're blinding ourselves from our own growth. So just sit down and relax. Let go of the materialistic things. Let go of that, because sometimes right now that might not be what we need to bring in our blessing. Because in order to take off, in order to get a breakthrough, you might be the gift. You might be the talent that you need. And the money is just a reward. The car is just a reward. The house is just a reward from you acting on your gifts and talents that God gave you. So stop praying for something with outside of yourself to help you do something that you know is meant for you. If it's meant for you, it's in you. It's in you, not on you. So it's in your heart. So all you gotta do is keep motivating yourself. Keep getting up. If something bad happened, keep giving yourself something to be positive about. And that's how you find true happiness in life. Every time something knocks you down, get back up and keep going. That's how you build your faith. Every time somebody knock you down, get back up and show them why you got a smile on your face. Show them why God has got you on the journey you're on now. Just because life is life, and don't mean give up, because there are plenty of times I want to give up, but if I would have gave up, I would have never got to the spot I am now. And even though I'm at the spot I'm at now, I still got a long way to go. So life, healing, this is an ongoing process, but it makes life easier. It makes it easier if we have awareness, if we believe in ourselves just as much as we believe in everybody else. I've been on this journey since I was 18. I'm 23 now. Y'all, this has been 5 years. 5 years. When I got out of high school, I decided I wanted to heal, because I went through a relationship. I got done with a relationship. They cheated on me and they had a baby. So that can really hurt you. So I decided to get close to God in 2018. 2019, I got my first car on my own. 2020, I moved in by myself. It was pretty good, but I fell into a deep depression because I was working every day. I was working so hard just to maintain those things, and it hurt me because all my friends that were in school with me, they in college, living their life, doing things. They not doing the fun things, traveling. Meanwhile, I'm at work like I'm got 68 kids, supporting 3 nephews and 6 nieces, and I'm only 20. I'm only 20 at the time. And so then that's when I prayed and realized that I don't want to be a slave to the system the rest of my life. I don't want to be out here hurting from relationships because people didn't see my worth, because I know I'm worthy. I know the love I'm capable of giving. So why am I going through this? And I prayed. And ever since then, it's been a journey. I thought me praying, God would send me the things right there. But we have to put in the work too. We have to go through it. Sometimes when we pray for things, it seems like things are falling apart. Yeah, things are falling apart because we built ourselves off a false foundation. We built ourselves off of people's insecurities. We built ourselves off of our fears. We built ourselves off our limits. We built ourselves off our expectations. So when it feels like everything is falling apart, that is us. That is God showing us, hey, this might be falling apart, but I believe that you have the strength to go back and get it. And not only you have the strength to go back and get it, you have the strength to go back and get it times 10. So as long as you keep on going and believing in your prayer, believing, the only way God can build your faith up is by sending you trials to make you more faithful. Because y'all, it's been 2 years I've been praying for an apartment. But I'm more faithful than ever. Not in myself. Not only in myself, but in God. In other aspects of my life, I have more confidence. So sometimes you being patient, you wait on the blessing, is the blessing. It's building you up in ways that you didn't think of. So we have to stop looking at it like, dang, good things are happening for everybody else just because everybody else taking trips, everybody else doing that, doing this, and you still. Okay, that's their time. But you have to realize, what are you doing? You're taking the time out to grow, to heal, to actually work on yourself, to actually figure out, So that's what I have to realize. I realize that everybody has their own journey. I'm on my journey right now. And right now my journey could be me just simply being alone right now, because I have always counted on everybody else to make me happy. I have never sat on my own and sit here and say, okay, dear, I can be happy by myself. And I feel like this part of my life is showing me, okay, what are you gonna do, dear? We gave you the strength, we gave you everything. So now it's time for you to act on it. So sometimes in order to grow, in order to be the person God wants you to be, we have to let go of our fear of being alone. We have to let go of our fear of failing, because we never fail. It's just experience. And from each experience, we learn, we grow. I mean, y'all, I done moved to Birmingham. I moved to Birmingham in July 2021. I moved back up here in October 2022. And I moved back in February 2023. So y'all know how many times I made this decision? And each time, it didn't go the way I expected to go. But each time I grew from it. The first time I started my journey. The second time I was okay with leaving and being on my own. I was okay. And this time, who knows? Who knows what's gonna come from this? So sometimes it may seem like we're going back and forth. We can't get it right. But each situation is leading to it. Everybody can be going through a hard time, but it's honestly sometimes them hard times that will make you. You just gotta see it like that. You just gotta stay positive. Don't let the hard times keep you down, because sometimes if you feel like you already at the bottom, the only way to go is up. So me personally, I feel like I'm already at the bottom. I'm 23, right? No car, no house. Even though I've been working for the last 6 months since I've been here, I have $0 to my name, $0 saved up. So I feel like I'm at the bottom right now. So this new part of my journey, this new half, y'all gonna watch me build myself up from the ground up. I'm starting off with $0 in my name today, starting off with no car. So we're gonna see how long it takes me to build myself. We're gonna see. I have faith. So this is just a part of the journey that I'm willing to share with y'all, because I know me sharing my journey, me sharing my stories, me sharing my testimonies, me sharing my experiences will help somebody who's going through the same thing, or might not even be going through the same thing, going through their own battles. Help them stay motivated, help them stay positive. They help them keep praying. Because there are days I say, God, man, I done prayed. I didn't even start praying before I go to sleep. I done say this long prayer before I eat all my food. And you ain't gonna help me. So it's been times I done felt like that. But each time I done had my temper taper. And each time after I had my temper taper, I was back reading. I was back researching doing what I was doing, y'all. So you just gotta keep going, stay motivated, stay positive, and don't let nobody tell you you can't do anything. Don't let nobody tell you how to feel about yourself. Don't let your experiences tell you how to feel about yourself, because sometimes those people are just looking from the outside in. They don't really see how God is moving and working in your life. So, yeah. Thank you for watching, and y'all stay positive out there. And if y'all need me, y'all can text me. I have Instagram. My name is DE_AIRE. Y'all can text me about YouTube videos, anything. That's my form of communication. And y'all can look at my about thing, and y'all can see all my emails, how to get in contact with me, and everything. I'm on TikTok too at the official Dear. I'll post everything in here. So thank you for watching and supporting me.